much you've cost me.
I didn't know how many people would be there, boss.
You know, Harris, I was beginning to like you. Emma, was it?
What?
Emma Carrington, yes, I believe.
How do you know that name?
I thought you knew what this business entails, Harris.
What have you done to her?
Oh, she's the only girlfriend you've made. What a pity.
I will shoot you.
No, you will not, Harris. You will take that fucking car behind you and you will go finish my mission.
Don't hurt. Please.
That's not my call. The people who have her are the people I want dead, Harris. Do you not understand that? You have one stone, Harris. So do you, assassin.
Baby, you're okay now. It's me. I'm so sorry I left you alone.
Harris, I can't do this anymore. I need to go.
Babe, this won't happen again. Don't overreact. Please. I know I don't deserve you, Emma. I do. But I'm trying. I think about how our lives will be after I settle down. I want to settle down with you. I can't stand the fact that someone else might come into your life and make you happy. Because that's my job.
You work for the Cartels, Harris. I'm pregnant. Did you forget that? This is not the lifestyle for our child.
This is how I earn money, Emma.
Get a job, a gas station, or something that doesn't endanger your own child. Please. You don't really want to leave this life, do you?
It's not about me wanting to. I can't.
But I can.
Babe, please,
Somewhere in the back of your mind, you must have felt that bullet hit you as well. You died the second that bullet flew out through her forehead. Why did you do that, Harris? Why'd you let her in? At some point in your relationship, you must have realized this must stop. But you went ahead anyway. Pathetic little scumbag. Clinging to such concepts as love and commitment. Because of love, you lost it all. The woman you so dearly love, and a child. Even as she looked you straight in the eye just now, pleading for you to let her go. Get a job, Harris. Get a normal job. As easy as that would have been, you still chose to kill her.
Shut up!
It's true. 2 months from now, that would be her. Maybe not me, but someone else. You didn't love them, Harris. At least, I ended their misery. The misery of false hope. Thus is the path of one who believes in hope.
Diablo, at least you don't call me with bad news.
Don't associate me with you rather incompetent fools.
Don't speak to me like your mother. Is the job done?
2 birds. 3, actually. There was an unhatched egg.
Whatever the fuck that means. Now go. Take care of the Black Dutchess for me.
I can't wait to end that waste of space.
Duchess, you have done unbelievable things in the term I have worked for you, but this...
This what?
These people... We have Fitzpatrick Finn, an expert driver meets an absolute mental patient on wheels. Oh, and he can also fly because he was a star in aviation back when he was in the military. Average combat skills and, of course, the casual massive trap that comes with all. Jackson Jalyn, a drug mistress who single-handedly threw the drug trade tide off the coast and into a local channel into which only she can export no trace of illegal action to which the state can prosecute her. She's making half of what the cartels make in a week, all on her own. Johnson Nicholas, the best-known escape artist and global criminal who has managed to tap into government's embezzled funds worldwide. He has also created his own dangerous version of the internet, Psyche, that nets Los Santos and attracts any form of digital information permanently. So there's nothing he doesn't know. Myris Ciley, a mercenary trained by the Yakuza themselves. She single-handedly took down Pablo Escobar. She is skilled in various martial arts and is an acknowledged sharpshooter known to almost never miss any shots. She trains constantly and is known as the world's deadliest mercenary. Angel, an assassin who has quite the reputation, highly trained and mastered assassination as an art. She's assassinated numerous targets and is only rivaled by the other assassin known as Diablo. Maybe the two should go toe-to-toe and murder each other. Lastly, the world-famous Sterling, an underground tycoon who owns multiple high-stake businesses, worked with the cartels, and even eliminated some of our men. Some of our men, Duchess. These are people who need to die, or even locked up at least.
Those men had dirt on them. It was bound to happen.
You know, whatever. We're here.
Why don't you shut your mouth before I shut it for you?
Wow, really? Really? Wow. Well, listen, Charlie's Angels, why don't you take your man-sized lady nuts and just chill the fuck out.
Sterling, can you believe this cunt?
What have I gotten myself into?
Well, Captain Bourbon, if you're referring to She-Hulk, last of the feminazi, I can see why you hit the bottle. Ding! Would you look at that? Those two Pop-Tarts are a-calling, so hasta luego. Yeah. Turns out they're still a tad hot, so you've scored another 10 minutes with yours truly. You're welcome.
Well, if it isn't the mastermind behind the plan.
As much as I'd like to take credit, the plan was not mine.
Whose was it then?
She's standing right there.
You're all here because you want something back. Your home. Frank Scarlatti is pushing territorial grounds and is planning to uptake everything your criminal lives depend on. Do not think that I care at all what you plan on doing after this. I'm not here because I want to lead a revolution. The T in my name means I'm as tough as the Dutchman who stood in this rank before I did. I'm here to complete something my predecessor could not. So before we start, I want to let you know something. Should anyone cross me, I'll consider that a declaration of war. Nick, brief us on what we are dealing with.
The Cartels, as an overview, are an organized criminal unit that operates by enforcement. They started small, selling drugs in the streets and organizing store robberies until the 2000s, where a strong chain of leadership started, which led to the command group that took control by streets, and soon cities were run by them. This revolution, per se, spread out across the globe. Russian cartels, Mexican cartels, British, American, you name it. This was known as the CAR, Cartel Revolution. What we have in Los Santos is a banished Italian gang member, Frank Scarlatti. He believes that he will be the one to begin the CAR 2, Cartel Revolution 2, where the cartels not only control territory, but the territorial government and direct influence of the people themselves. He believes that Los Santos will be the beginning of this revolution.
It sounds crazy when you think about it, but he already has a checkmate on our White House. The president himself ordered me to stand down and shut down any investigations or involvement with the cartels.
Ciley went on an undercover mission to gather more intel. The cartels have numerous vehicles at their disposal. They use trucks for day-to-day regular transport and only use heavy vehicles for strong enforcement. Those vehicles only come from the main base. That's where Frank is. At the moment, we don't know where that is right now. They have an array of birds, explosive rounds, tracing missiles, the whole lot. Their ammunition is restocked from Zancudo. They have a mark. Some asshole running a bunker business supplies them with military-grade ammunition. But that won't be a problem. As long as you drive them away from the base, they won't be able to resupply. They're using Psyche to run everything, so I have all the information at my disposal. However, there is certain information, such as Frank's location, that the cartels somehow managed to keep analog. Psyche cannot store analog information, so we'll need a way to find him. Some way.
Very well. That's all the information I'll need. As long as you follow the plan I'm about to assign, we have a shot at taking down the entire cartel unit. This is one of those things that never makes it into history books, but that is history anyways. Us humans are too pathetic to learn from it in the first place. Understand this, however. We can't lose. Lose a leg, lose your sight, and lose your minds. But whatever you do not lose the fight. Now, here's what we're going to do.
have you been using my mailing address again?
Really? Of course not. Not since the last time. I haven't.
You better not be. You know what? I still haven't found a way to get rid of all your frickin' bullshark Viagra. The neighbor's dog, okay, ate a packet because it was left on my porch. Like, they thought he'd never walk again.
I bet. Word on the street, though, he was a bit of a hard nut, huh? Okay.
What do you want?
Hey, remember the day I killed that cartel captain? And I don't know, totally saved your life?
No. But I do remember saving your ass.
Minor detail. Anyhow, you said I should do something with my life that John would have been proud of. Well, I gotta go away and do that thing. So, if you don't see me again, you can keep the Viagra.
Wait. What are you talking about?
Oh, I'd move if I were you. Preferably downwind.
Jesus Christ, you're disgusting. What are you doing, Finn?
Oh, just drive around for a bit and maybe pick up some Mexican. And big fucking I'm gonna get some clippers. And I'm gonna fucking shave Rodrigo's head. That son of a bitch has been ducking me for fucking weeks. Have you seen his haircut? I mean, it's like roadkill that's been fucked and stuck on
Finn,
his head.
Cut the shit. Literally. But whatever it is you're going to do, be careful.
Sure thing. Say hi to John for me.
Yeah, will do. And it looks like I'm gonna have to bail you out. Again.
Ciley, I need you to go get someone.
Who am I rescuing?
The cartels are closing in on Jalyn as we speak. Also, you're not there to rescue her. You're simply getting her out of there before she kills any more cartel captains.
Why? Don't we want them all dead?
We do. But we don't want any changes in management. That might just ruin our whole plan.
Got it.
I've heard a lot about you. You are the lone wolf. I was a lone wolf as well. Me and you, we're alike. We don't depend on others to be successful. However, you have been stained. You don't speak much. I like you. Problem is, I know how to make people talk against their will. You have this fierce look to you. I'm sure once I capture you, things will get steamy between us. Don't you think?
Hop on.
Don't let them escape. If you do, don't bother coming back.
I was mute too, you know. Actions do speak louder than words. Let's hope you'll speak loud when it really counts. See you when it all goes down.
What a die.
You're thinking out loud.
I want to ask, how in bloody hell you got on my boat? But I do not want to shoot any of my protection guards tonight.
Yeah, that wouldn't be nice.
Huh. Nice? You think I'm a nice guy?
No, far from it actually.
They say you know everything. Tell me then, what do you know about me?
More of that talk, and you both need to get a room, you know.
More of you biting into our conversation, and maybe I will get a room with my secretary.
Fuck you, Sterling.
I sympathize for you. How much whiskey do you drink in a day?
Not enough.
Women in life need to come with a complimentary whiskey locker.
Instead of a pussy warranty.
In that case, you need a lot more whiskey then.
What? You don't get to work on your woman? You need more whiskey to drown that pathetic outcome.
Nothing wrong with letting your whiskey age a little bit.
That I can understand.
Yeah, try telling that to a Catholic priest. Duchess.
I'm aware. She's had the hots for me ever since they gave her that scar on her back.
You should let me handle her.
No, I will. You worry about my back. There's bound to be watchers. Also, King, don't be reckless.
Move even a muscle, and you'll get the hard lead. You're probably thinking right now that you can beat me to the trigger. You won't. I'll tell you what you should be thinking about. Maria and the kids. That's right. I know where they are right now. You're now under my paralysis. Given that, it's safe to kill. Your turn, Duchess.
That's what she gets for always cowering away and always hiding, sending her minions to do her bidding.
None of my minions can handle you. I have to take care of you myself. Turn around and I'll bring upon your death early. Penelope Andrews, aka Diablo. 699 assassinations over the past 5 years. As far as you knew, I was number 700.
How did you...
You fell for the oldest trick in the book. The devil lurks within the shadows and strikes. Feeds on the fear. You don't kill your victims right away. You give them time to develop fear before you end them. You thrill off your assassinations, off the fear. This time, however, you didn't. Why? Are you afraid of me, devil?
What?
Because the devil herself fears me. What does that make me?
The Duchess?
What an incompetent fool. I told her not to underestimate her. You, take the package to safe lock 3. Lose the package and make sure you lose it along with your lives. Do you understand? That black car right there is carrying some important package that Frank's gonna want to protect with all he's got.
So we're stealing candy from a baby. Why are we doing this again?
You didn't hear a single word the Duchess said, did you?
Totally did. But then I started thinking how good Asian would have been at the time.
I really hope you're talking about food.
Of course I was. You sexually depraved monster child. Christ! What'd you think I was talking about? Tongue punching or fucking Bojangle? Jesus! Yeah, don't blame me either though. I would probably go there if our balls weren't in the way.
It's what you get for heading the world's most vigil affairs agency.
Well, you know what they say. Don't sleep with a woman with balls. Because women don't have balls, Nick.
Drop me off here. Another minute in this car and your voice is gonna be cancerous. Go ahead and get in position.
Today, I'll be taking care of you fine ladies.
Will you now?
Sure. John Sterling, at your service.
I thought the point was to be inconspicuous.
Yes, it was.
And why are we going with a $10 million luxury jet?
Usually doesn't ever get the memo half of the time.
Look who's talking. You are wearing light for an infiltration operation.
I'm an assassin, Sterling. Also, infiltration requires stealth. We are practically walking through the front door. I don't know how I feel about this plan.
The Duchess chose the best assault squad for this part of the plan. It'll work out. Don't worry.
I thought we were done talking about this.
Listen, it's team building. Come on, go ahead, ask me anything. I'll tell you.
Can we focus on the mission, please?
Listen, it's common for some men to have performance issues, okay? 9 times out of 10, though, it is psychological. Just think of a rose garden coming into bloom. So anyway, last night I was with this freak. She had me doing all sorts of weird shit. By the end of the night, my jaw was killing me for tongue punching her vagina. Yeah, I said vagina. I mean, she must have been tribal or something, or... You're actually good with that thing. I'm guessing that's my cue.
Yes, go. You'll now have heavy company after, but I'm sure you can handle it.
Right now, I can't tell my ass from my elbow, but I'm just gonna go do my thing.
Remember, do not lose them. We want them to send in as many reinforcements as they can. Kite them for as long as you can. They just filled up gas, so you should be good for a while.
And where the fuck are you going, Chop Screwy?
If you happen to kill yourself, that would be great.
Oh, I love you too, honey. And as for you shit bricks, tailor me. Let me show you a new Kama Sutra approved sex position. It's called burning rubber. Yeehaw!
Boss, packages were stolen.
Notify Carlos that if he doesn't get his package back, he will live in an oil drum for the last few moments of his life. She's been after the package this whole time. Send everything after the package.
Now I hope no one is afraid of heights.
This is very unsettling. Why did you sign us up for this, John?
Me? From statistics, it was you who wanted a bloody tea party with the Duchess. Woman, you signed us up for this.
This is going to be a blast.
Easy for you to say. From what I've heard, you can practically fly.
Nick here. Finn's on the run, and I'm seeing heavy reinforcements flowing into the city. These are high-class vehicles, too.
Meaning they're coming straight from the den.
What side are they coming from?
Most of them are swarming from the south, from Vinewood Hills.
Meaning Frank is going to be somewhere north of the city.
Exactly. Judging from the reaction time and how fast they're driving, how long it took them to get to the city...
He can really find him just by calculating all that.
Believe me, it's impressively sad once you get used to it.
There. I've sent you coordinates, Sterling.
Strap on your boots, ladies. We are going down.
Are you really going to do this with no armor?
Unlike the two of you, I am not a brute force marksman. I can't move around as fast as I do with all that luggage. All I need is a pocket full of ammo and shadows to lurk in.
Whatever floats your boat.
That being said, consider yourselves covered from all sides at all times.
Heard that? That means we don't need to hold back.
What makes you think I was intending to?
Well, if it isn't Mr. Christ, you smell like my old man's whiskey cabinet.
I had a buzz flying down here. Mind your fucking business.
I've took a whiff off you, and already I'm 3 sheets to the wind, shooting steam out my ass. You've had more than a few lilies there, mate.
Just pick a gun and shoot before I shoot you myself.
Nick, he's supposed to be here, but he's not.
What? You just sent orders not less than 5 minutes ago. Can't be that far.
I was warned about you.
You didn't listen.
You're trying so hard to do what your predecessor could not. History will repeat itself. Killing me won't do anything.
I understand that, which is why 80% of your men have just been arrested.
What nonsense are you spouting?
You sent all your men after one package. What did you think was going to happen?
That was your plan. To separate me from my men. Catch them all in one net.
While you crawl in the dirt alone.
And what? This is supposed to bring you a righteous cause? Those are criminals you're working with.
Correct. Those criminals that at this very moment are fighting for something greater than themselves. They had every reason to decline. Yet they accepted. They accepted risking their own lives to bring you down. You're nothing but a burglar in a home where you don't belong. My father warned of the second cartel revolution and was seen as a joke. Yet here I am to stop you. No one in the system is willing to believe such talk. Humans never really learn from history. One revolution leads to another. You're right. History will repeat itself. But this time, it's those criminals that are leading the revolution.
End me then.
Well, if it isn't the Los Santos finest. My heroes.
Oh, I was getting used to the piece that's not your voice.
Listen, why don't you loosen your ass and let go of the thorns that are in there? And face it, that because of me, you had an easy time in there today. So when you're at your 3 o'clock mani-pedi, you know who to thank. Feel free to follow my feet anytime.
It's amazing how he tries to flirt, yet happens to be an asshole at the same time.
It's amazing how much he can keep talking.
Oh hey, if it isn't a bag of dicks himself, what are we gonna do with him?
With most of the cartel behind bars, I don't really care what happens to him. Have fun.
So wait, we're not shaving his pubes and gluing them to his face?
I'm tired. Come on, Ciley, let's get out of here.
I've had enough for a day as well.
Not enough whiskey, apparently.
Well, if I have a whiskey problem, then you have a...
If you finish that sentence, you will not be getting any tonight.
Take it easy, everyone.
Well, that leaves just me and... Well, let me see, that leaves just me and... There's me, there's you, and oh, what's this? It's a baseball bat, right? Wrong! That's Cassandra. Her hobbies are astrology, walks in the park. Oh, and she also loves to crack skulls. So let's get straight down to business. Straight in, no kissing.
Who are you supposed to be?
Doesn't matter now. Well, how did I do?
All you did was shoot someone in the head. You still have a long way to go. Do not forget that.
You know, a ride would have been fucking nice.
Milady, the Russian order has sent you an appeal. They surrender their claims and have asked for your seal of accordance. Looks like your Team 1 performed exceedingly well in halting their efforts.
I expected nothing less. I did train them.
This was quite a successful week for you. Stop the cartels from taking over the city and drop the Russian order from overruling their government overseas. All in one night. What is going on through your mind?
The old Dutchman. He couldn't even suppress the cartels, yet a group of people who barely know each other destroyed their entire empire in Los Santos.
What did he fail to do that you did?
He tried to do it alone. The world is divided. No one wants to understand each other. Everyone wants to hold their ideals and build walls so they can see only what they want. That is the error of this world. Do you know why I picked this team, King?
Enlighten me, please.
Unlike the rest of the world, they understand the people around them. Even without knowing her, Nick decided to help Ciley in her darkest hours. As annoying as he may be, Finn risked his life for Clara. He understands how she feels about losing John. Sterling went out of his way to secure Angel and make sure she is well, despite her being new to the city.
What about Jalyn?
She doesn't speak much.
And?
Someone who chooses not to speak listens.
Why couldn't you simply use our own agents?
They understand only the job at hand. If any of them had been captured, Frank would have figured out my motive. Also, Nick had control over Psyche. Without that, we wouldn't have known where Frank was hiding. Most importantly, they all had something to protect. They shared that same goal and understood each other under these terms.
I will admit, I was skeptical at first. But you did it. You were born to lead the IAA. Even your father said it. Now here you are.
The circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are.
The president, captured by the cartels. No wonder Congress went through all that trouble to evaporate the news.
How much information has been leaked?
It's a hoax, for now.
You know, you sure took your time finding me.
I figured you wouldn't mind breakfast. It's a great way to drown your sorrows for being the most pathetic POTUS in history.
Without me, you wouldn't even have your job. I don't know why I let you get away with talking to me like that.
It's because without me, you'd be dead.
It's like I'm speaking to a spitting image of your father. He would be proud of you. Thank you for your services.